Welcome to another episode of Mukbang.
Anything else?
My name's Nick.
My name's John.
My name is Neil.
And we are doing a special Monday Mukbang edition where it's a snow day. And we're having
Pretzels and salsa.
Post-shoveling snacks. And we're enjoying some chips, some soft pretzels straight from the oven, which is really nice on a cold day, and guacamole and salsa.
It's all salsa.
So,
we got
calabo
guacamole, pico de gallo's recipe. Then we got,
which is a medium.
Yep. We have Jack's special medium salsa original sweet recipe, and the what is it?
Huh?
The chips, aren't they like them?
Yeah, these are just corn tortillas.
Yeah, mission. And I'm having raspberry tea.
I'm just having water. I already had some coffee.
Me too. I already had some apple juice.
I'm gonna get some chips here. Wednesday is already. What are you doing, baby?
Taking a chip.
Okay. Alright.
And with that, there's good salsa.
I told you it was good.
Oh.
So,
we thought we'd talk about
what we normally do on snow days.
you know, what we like about snow days, really.
Well, that's going to be hard for me because there's nothing I really like about snow days.
What are you talking about? You don't like the work?
I prefer not to trade cold days for warm days. I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense.
That is a bit weird. That is a bit weird that you have days off in a kind of setting that you normally can't do things outside in or do anything in.
You can.
You trade that for sunny days,
Games,
which is kind of weird if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, as a teacher.
Can I see the chips?
Yeah.
How many pretzels are we supposed to have? How many pretzels are we supposed to have?
3.
I've had 2 then.
Yeah.
As
a teacher, I've never really, I mean, as a student, of course, you always like, hey, it's school day, it's no school, it's a surprise, no school. And that's very exciting. But I've never understood now as an adult why in the world students are so willing to trade the surprise day off, which really isn't a surprise, for it's usually cold, snowy, and the best thing that we do is we watch movies sometimes, we play video games together. No, but if I was at work, if I was just, if I wasn't a teacher.
Well, specifically how our snow kind of goes, like depending on the snow. The snow we've gotten over the course of the day and a half, the last day and a half, has just kind of been more miserable. Like first, like it started very light and fluffy and was nice, but now it's just kind of miserable because we've gotten more like little harder flake, like a lot more harder flakes, kind of more like
It's ice.
Yeah, ice. And we've gotten rain, so it's kind of gotten more miserable, if anything. And that's the thing. We're somewhat of an environment that occurs, that is to occur. That kind of makes the whole snow day very unappealing.
Well, like as a kid, I would go out and sled or throw snowballs at the house.
But you wouldn't be out in the sled with this.
Unfortunately, you can't sled in the stuff that we got today. And
If you make a big
as
drain of snow, yeah.
I guess you could. I mean, but we don't have enough snow. That's just it. Our house does not have any hills. We don't even really.
Not really.
We don't even have walking distance hills.
We don't really have any like parks or hills nearby that we could say we could drive to.
We could drive to some, I think.
But I'm trying to think where. Not really even any of the near parks have hills.
You're right. Let's steal some mustard there.
The only real hill we had was my grandparents.
Yeah, my parents had a hill on their property, and we would sled in there a couple times.
Yeah.
And because of that, I have had the snowplow guy plow everything into my yard, and this is like 2 years or 3 years running.
We've made artificial hills.
Yeah.
Out of the snow.
Out of the snow. My neighbors are all happy because instead of plowing shut everyone else's driveway, it sort of plows my driveway shut with all the snow from the road.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta say, I don't think I'm that impressed with snow days either. I think.
well, son, you're 18 now. You're getting to the point
Well,
where
I get really lost interest in snow days around like maybe 9th grade. After that, I was just kind of like, it's a snow day. It prolongs the inevitable of a test or homework that needs to be turned in. It didn't really like. What?
chips.
Oh. So, really growing up,
You don't really get. I mean,
it doesn't really help you with anything.
no. I mean, you don't avoid any work. It's not like. I can tell you, teachers do not like. Oh, there was a snow day, so you know.
Yeah.
The work that you were gonna have to do is no longer.
What?
Guys, I mean, I will pour you chips. Anyhow.
It was just touching my arm. I thought, free grab. Nick, you might as well pour Nick chips. But yeah, I definitely think growing, I don't.
But like,
It's not that I couldn't enjoy a snow day. It's just like, today I have work. No matter what, I have work. I'm going to work. It's not like since it's a snow day, yippee, I don't have to do anything today. I got stuff to do. I have plenty of stuff to do. I've done plenty of stuff today before making this mukbang. I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to do after making it. So really, the snow day is just
you gotta sit Wednesday.
a day of not dealing with school and work, and just dealing with work. That's what I kind of see it.
Nope. Yeah.
That doesn't. I mean, Nick's the only one that's young enough to really would be in that kind of mindset to enjoy this day.
It is. I think the thing is it's unexpected. It's like, oh, it's sort of wild. I mean, you hear on the weather.
Yeah, I don't think Nick's really.
You hear on the weather, hey, you're not gonna be able. It's gonna be 5 inches of snow.
But I feel like even maybe like, I want to say 20 years ago, a snow day like this, a lot more people would have been happy about.
What? Do you think that because of technology?
I think because of technology and how we have grown. I know we're kind of getting like, I know we've kind of now delved off into
A different spot?
a kind of different spot than just talking about the basic snow day. I feel like as we've grown, kind of as a society, we've learned to not really have much of a liking towards snow day. Like, it's like, yeah, I get to sleep in and not do anything for a day. I mean, that's what it's been. I think, like 20 or yeah, about 20, even maybe 10 years ago, I think something like this would have been looked at a lot more cheery. But I definitely think, in terms of how we have grown as a species, a snow day like this just doesn't mean as much.
Species?
Yeah, humans.
Don't you mean as a culture?
I guess, yeah, as a culture. I can't really say for many, and really other.
Because I mean,
other
if you lived in Africa,
you're not getting
this. I mean, you're not even going to have a shot at this. You know, I don't think.
And if we're living in the Midwest, we're getting more than just this.
Oh yeah, Midwest is.
So I guess really for our area, it just seems like a lot more has changed around the idea of a snow day.
Wednesday.
And I definitely think there's more of like age-wise, there's a lot more differences between snow days. Like with Nick here, I think Nick's loving that he doesn't have to go to school. He doesn't have to get on the van, he doesn't have to do all this work, he doesn't go to school, do all the work, he doesn't have to come home, do homework. He gets to sit here, eat one of his favorite foods.
Hot pretzels.
Hot pretzels. And that's it. That's all I gotta do today. He shoveled some snow.
He did shovel.
That's all you really had to do.
I mean, play video games.
And play video games. That's about it. But I think in my case, I would have liked to.
Well, when you were actually.
When I was young, I liked snow days. I still enjoy snow.
When you were 10, I don't know that.
I know I've said this before. I still enjoy snow. It's still one of my favorite types of weather.
You'd rather snow than hot or sun?
Depends on the hot, really.
Well,
like if it's like 60, 70 degree weather and the wind's blowing, then heck yeah, I think that's one of my more favorites. Even rain. I think even rain has. I don't think to say. Like snow, 70 or 60 degree hot weather, and then rain. After that, like the whole like fall weather or like 90 degree weather, I don't need that. If I can periodically have rain, light fluffy snow, and 60 to 70 degree with wind, be perfectly fine with that. That would be my ideal like roundabout year of weather conditions. Because
Wednesday.
Because being where we live, we've had a lot of snow. We usually get all 4 seasons, and I've had a lot more appreciation for the snow and the amount of kind of precipitation we usually get than other places do. And I like that. I like that. I like having rain. I like having snow. I like having kind of the more middle grade 60, 70 degree weather. I think that's why they've currently become my favorites. Because in the area we live, they're a lot more common. I think a lot more an ideal weather condition I'd like to live in. So overall,
but anyhow,
try the chips.
Yeah.
And can you pour Nikki some chips so it stops stealing it?
Fine. I think the thing, that as a kid I didn't realize. I mean, and I probably get too wound up about it. On days like today, where we had heavy ice and snow, I worry about, and rain on top of everything else, because that's what's busting the gutters. I worry about the gutters, the exterior of the house. And as a kid, I was like, what?
You got Mom's pretzels? Because I've had 3.
Take this up.
Okay.
Buddy, you can have another pretzel. I know I've had.
Here, Nick.
I know when I was a kid, I didn't worry about, you know, the exterior or what was going on. You know, I didn't worry about the house.
Well, you were a kid.
Yeah, I was a kid. You know, and I'm very happy that my dad and my grandfathers took the time to show me, you know, well, their gutters are clogged, do this. Or if you notice that this is happening outside, do that. You know, protect your house. This is how you do it. Because, you know, I get, I'm very proud of my house, and you know, I worry about it
Sometimes.
sometimes.
It worries about you too.
You know.
What's that stuff?
So I try and make sure.
Everyone's safe.
Yeah, and that's sort of part of my. That's like, I don't know. My wife always asks me, or Jessica asked me, why do you eat guacamole with the boys? Because if I let them alone, they'll smear guacamole all over the house. No. You know, none of our neighbors are out doing this. What?
Yeah, all they do is shovel.
Every time.
Only me gets a little, I guess, it's fair to say dry or worried about the exterior of the house. I don't want it to
Break.
I don't want it to break because I don't want to pay to replace it. I mean, even though, like everything, houses wear out, parts wear out. I just don't. I'd rather spend the money somewhere else. I guess. Perhaps trips to Hawaii.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been talking. Nikki, what do you like to do on snow days, or what do you prefer about snow days? I know you kind of chipped in here and there, but what do you enjoy snow days? Do you like cold
Snowball
days?
fights.
Do you like cold days or hot days?
Cold days.
And cold days.
And some hot days.
So you like the fact that we're off of school more than you enjoy the summer days. Is that yes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna apologize right now, guys. This is more than I would normally eat, and I'm breaking my own 2018 rule here.
What's your 2018 rule? Not to eat as much salsa and chips?
No, that would be impossible. I should have gotten. I mean, I was thinking about getting hummus too, but my big problem, my rule for 2018 is to try to eat only 80% full and stop. My problem is that climbing up and down the ladder, shoveling the snow.
You don't know if you're full.
I did more physical activity today than I do normally. So, although I'm getting close to 80% full,
He's got a dog with him too.
I do.
He's good. He'll be good. Nikki, what do you like to do on snow days?
Snowball fights, sledding.
babe, we can.
Nikki, I haven't seen you. I've only seen you ever sled once.
No, it was so long.
Yeah.
So you like snowball fights and sledding?
We haven't been able to sled this year.
Yeah.
We may
But-
not.
Well, we may not. You're right, Neil.
Depending on the snow weather, because the area we live in usually this is when we start getting more and more snow, in February to March.
To build our own hill in our yard, we
Hill.
need probably close to 6-7 inches
With snow.
of snow, so that the guys can pile it up for us.
Yeah.
And everyone. Or everyone. Exactly.
Are you into the guacamole? Try some guacamole.
So I think we're all but done here. I think we got a good bit of salsa still left. Guac's about half done. Not half done. I'm about all done. I know this is gonna be a little more shorter mukbang. We have talked a good bit, and we've eaten I think a good bit of what we could. I'm about full. Nick,
I think the problem.
Nick, do you want that last pretzel? I know it's supposed to be mine, but do you want it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm gonna have to eat it. Or buttercups.
No.
Or letting mom use it.
But anything you guys want to add to the snow day?
I don't know. I'm still sort of digesting your whole culture has ruined the snow day.
I think so. Because in terms of news and weather, and how we know.
Okay, I see where you're going. Because of the snow day used to be a surprise. Like,
yeah,
oh my gosh.
It used to be a general surprise. Even
not everyone had access to the weather.
Well, even 10 years ago, we all kind of had access to the weather, but it wasn't like schools are canceling an hour or two before even the weather started.
Let her go, baby. Let her go.
Or they weren't canceling an hour or two before even the weather started, which nowadays, that's kind of common. You know, if it's calling for 5 inches and the school's like, all right, we're gonna just cancel,
right.
They can cancel an hour before you even start, or 2 hour delay. And in our case, which people from my school, even my father, we've gotten in this sort of situation where almost nothing has come. Not really nothing has come, but nothing that is too delay worthy or cancellation worthy, and the school kind of looks in a bad light in that sort of sense. So I think as kind of my whole theory is that as a culture we can alert ourselves to, they can alert themselves to the weather and make that call, and it just doesn't seem like a surprise. It's more of just we knew this was coming, even though we don't know yet what's coming. So, I don't know. I think, yeah, but I think even 10 years ago,
sometimes it
with really the internet being more of an early stage, even 10 years ago, which would be 2008, I still think in that sort of age, that there was a sort of surprise of the snow day. How much we were getting, what it was like. The weather wasn't we couldn't tell how long we were gonna get snow for. Really, it was all more of a guessing game. Even 10 years ago to 20 years ago.
Mind game.
Nowadays, it's more of we know how much we're getting, and if it's changing, we can immediately call that change if we need to. And we know how long it may spread and what areas it could attack.
How does that affect?
Well, 10 years ago, I don't think we would have
our enjoyment of the snow day.
Because I think with the acknowledgement of what's coming, kind of
you're saying the surprises.
The surprise falls in the sort of sense that, like when I was young, living in 2008, being 9 years old in 2008. Waking up and getting a call literally in the morning saying, "Oh, I have a snow day," or even watching the TV. Because I remember even 10 years ago watching the TV, waiting for my school to close, waiting for that 2 hour delay to kick down.
Yeah, I mean it was all communicated pretty much by either
radio, television.
Yeah.
It's not like you could immediately look it up and say, "Oh, I don't have a delay," or "Yes, I do." I remember sitting in front of the television, looking at the county we were in.
Waiting for it to roll by.
Yeah, waiting for it to roll by, and when it does, going like, yeah. And when seeing other schools close, I was like, oh, darn it. Well, but I think...
Alright, I can see it. I
think there is a sort of sense that, yes, you can wake up in the next morning and say, oh my gosh, I have a school day, but it's not the kind of...
a snow day.
The snow day. It's not the sort of sense where you're sitting in the front of the television, the anticipation of wanting it to happen is really dissipated. I think it's still there for a young kind of people who are of younger age, like Nikki. But I think even in my sort of sense, even in high school.
So you sort of age out of snow day.
I think you age out of snow day, but also the anticipation of the snow. I think also the anticipation of the snow day has really decreased in terms of. Because I could have looked up 11 o'clock last night. I could have looked up at 11 o'clock. I could have looked up at 11. I could have looked up. She's making this hard. I could have looked up at 11 o'clock last night and immediately been like, oh, I'm closed.
Right.
And before even the snow probably was, either the snow was starting to fall or it was getting to that.
Yep.
And they could have made that call and I would have been like, all right, cool. I guess I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
All right.
So I think, yeah. So I think that's the end of the mukbang. I know I kind of trying to call it early, but
I know.
we cocked it a little bit more.
Thank you for watching our Monday mukbang.
Comment down below
what your favorite snow day activity is.
what you like to do during a snow day. How you think our thoughts on what the snow day has become,
Right.
Or what has occurred in the recent years that could make it kind of lose interest.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just us getting older. But yeah, comment how you feel about what we've said today.
Yeah.
What you
Make
do
sure
during the snow day.
that if you like this video, you click like.
Hit like. Hit the subscribe button if you want to stay updated on videos that come out. Hit the notification button if you really want to be notified.
Notification bell.
Yeah, ring that bell.
Ring the bell if you really want to. If you enjoy this channel and want to get notified on when those videos come out. We usually post 3 videos a week.
We post 3 videos a week.
3 videos a week.
And
so have a wonderful day, whether there's snow, sun, rain, or otherwise.
Oh, sorry.
I'm fine.
This has been Monday Mukbangs.
Omnis Eat Vegan. Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good afternoon.